Hey friends, I just climbed about 500 feet on this little jog where I was sharing some insights later that I want to come back and talk about. And in coming back, thinking about those, I encountered all the snow, which I totally was not expecting to get into. And there's a moral in that, and I'm gonna share that story with you real quickly. And then we'll get back to the amendment that I'm talking about on the previous about up leveling. So in going through the snow, I wasn't prepared for it, and I heard myself saying that in my head. And I was like, well, it's okay, I can do this, right? And there was about 30 yards, about 100 feet of snow, and some of it had melted in spots. We're past that now. And so I thought, I'm gonna jump in those melted spots. And I gotta tell you, my feet started getting wet right away. 3-4 steps in, and I was like, this is not gonna work. So I jumped out onto the fresh snow, right there. The fresh snow instantly was totally dry. So we can learn and we can adapt. And the quicker we do that, the less wet our shoes will get, and the longer of a run, the more enjoyable experience we'll have. Apply that analogy to anything you want. And then so the up level part, I started off the last video. Imagine what it feels like when you just remember that emotion of up leveling. Remember that? And then we went from there. And I talked about feeling like David Goggins. And I gave another technique also to start getting deeper into your purpose. That'll do it. You'll have to watch that other video for more on that. But I found myself saying in that conversation that I felt like David Goggins. And that, my friends, is what it feels like to be up leveling. When you have a feeling of someone that you hope to, emulate or live up to in some manner. That dude's living in his morals and ethics and owning his journey and doing all kinds of incredibly beautiful, strong stuff. And so he's one of my heroes, I guess you could say, in that way. And for me to say that I felt like him, I gotta recognize that me, by doing this action, going on this run, taking the time out from the Pottery studio to go on this run, shoot this YouTube video, and share my truth and post it. That's the journey right there. That's it. So what little action can you take today